What's up, everybody? Mark here, bringing you another G.I. Joe Classified unboxing and review. Today's review comes to us from our friends up north, Canada, and it comes from the Walmart exclusive G.I. Joe Retro Classified line, and we have none other than the Crimson Guard. Let's talk about it. So yeah, I was tipped off by a fellow forum member that there was a seller on eBay that had a couple of Crimson Guards for sale up in Canada, which, if you do not know, Walmart in Canada, first of all, Walmart has these figures exclusively, if you didn't already know that. Most of you probably do. But the newest retro figures, the Crimson Guard and Snake Eyes, have been spotted pretty much everywhere else that they're for sale except North America, except for United States. Canada seems to have them. So someone tipped me off saying, hey, there is a person that is reputable, and they've got a couple for sale on eBay at cost, essentially. Canadian, but at cost. And I was like, cool. So I hopped on over to eBay, I purchased it, and now I'm able to do a review. And let me tell you, I'm enjoying what I'm seeing right now. But as we always do, we're going to look at the packaging, and then we are going to tear it out of the packaging, and we're going to see what this guy's all about. If you have not seen my Crimson Guard classified review, please make sure to check out one of my other videos. Go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe while you're here. But yeah, I'm going to be very interested. I'm going to do a comparison of that figure with this one. So let's talk about this retro Crimson Guard. Okay, here we go. We have the G.I. Joe Classified Crimson Guard on the retro style packaging. Now, like I mentioned earlier, this is a Walmart exclusive. They have not hit in the United States just yet. So if you pre-ordered through HasbroPulse.com or you're waiting for Walmart to get them on their site, you can pre-order them, but they are not shipping yet. These have been showing up overseas in Europe. They have been showing up, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, in Canada. And I decided I really like this figure and I wanted to own it now. And like I said, I wound up paying pretty much at cost plus shipping to have it shipped to me. I got it very quickly. So, like with most of them, they have that standard retro card where they've taken the classic art, kind of cleaned it up a little bit. It's on the very flimsy cardstock, which isn't a big deal to me because I'm going to open it anyway. But yeah, the very flimsy cardstock. But otherwise, just kind of a bigger version of what you may remember from 1985, I believe is when the Crimson Guard came out. Somebody fact check me. Am I right? 1985? Of course, on the back, we have the file card with the multi-language. Of course, we have it. Might as well just read it. The Crimson Guard are the elite shock troopers of the Cobra Legions. Too precious to be wasted on the battlefield, they are dispersed worldwide in a deep cover, assuming normal appearances and lifestyles. Primary specialty, undercover espionage. Secondary specialty, demolition. And of course, you've got the cross-sell on the back, showcasing the new Storm Shadow, Zartan, and Snake Eyes we will be getting very soon. Haven't seen anything leaked for these guys yet to see exactly what they look like outside of the general pictures provided by Hasbro. This Snake Eyes, I am looking forward to. I like the head sculpt on the new figure that's coming out. Very, very V1 feeling. But yeah, otherwise, not much more to it than that. We are going to go ahead and get this guy out of the package and we'll discuss it. Okay, so here we go. I've gotten him out of the package. I went ahead and put all of his gear on him. Like I said, if you haven't already seen my Crimson Guard classified review, I'm going to kind of breeze through this one, assuming you have seen it. If you haven't seen it, I apologize. But as you can see, he is essentially the exact same figure that we've already received, but in a brighter red, and more notably, the silver-colored face mask with the black line. It was funny, I was actually just showing my wife this and said, you know, what about this guy compared to the other one I previously did a review on? I said, what do you think of the two? And she goes, well, that one looks a lot more cartoony. And I said, of course. I was like, that's exactly what I thought. And I think that's the reasoning is, you know, the regular Crimson Guard through Classified looks much more like the toy that we remember. And this one reminds me more of the cartoon. The cartoon, they had the silver mask and more brighter red. So before I get too far ahead, this is exactly the same as the other Crimson Guard, with the exception of being a Walmart exclusive. You get a stand. Now, here's where I'm going to start talking about things a little bit. He comes with the same weapons. He comes with, and I'll just take them off real quick. He comes with the same rifle with bayonet, with removable clip. Sorry, I'm trying to get the Crimson Guardsman to stand. Just stand right there. Same weapon with the removable clip. He comes with the same knife with the Cobra snake handle. He comes with the same sword with the same paint apps. And of course, he comes with the same sidearm pistol. And he comes with the same backpack, but in red. So, what am I getting at? We have the exact same figure, exactly the same as the regular release, except he comes with a stand. Now, you've probably heard me harp on Hasbro saying, give us stands. I contend, hear me out, I contend that the stands cost Hasbro a negligible amount of money, and there is no reason why they shouldn't include those with every figure. There is nothing different from this figure than the other one, other than a couple of paint apps, a different red and silver instead of black. Otherwise, exactly the same. So why can't we get these stands, Hasbro? If anyone from Hasbro is listening, and I'm sure there probably aren't, but if you or someone you know works for Hasbro, you've got to give us stands. You've got to. There is no reason you can include stands with the Walmart Retro line and give the exact same loadout unless somehow, I don't know. I feel like there should be stands. Figures in the 80s had stands. Figures in the 90s had stands. Modern era had stands. Come on, Hasbro. Give us stands. So, after all that, let's just do a quick comparison of this guy with his brother-in-arms, the regular Crimson Guard from Classified. So, I will slide this out of the way. We will do a quick comparison. And as you can see, there is what I would say no difference in figures or in what type of figure it is. We have the same logo. I mean, it's exactly the same. It's just on another, it's just a re-deco. And I apologize for that I keep bumping the camera. But I'm going to tell you, just looking at these two right now, you know what? I've got a stand. I might as well use it, right? And they fit they fit very snugly on these stands. These are proper stands. And I don't need much to my stands. You don't have to put, like in the modern era where they put the name of the figure. I don't need that. Simple black stands with a Cobra logo and a Joe logo are more than enough for this collector. So, turn this guy straight so you can kind of see the difference between the two. And really, it just comes down to, I think, your own personal preference, really, on which you like more. I'll turn the camera so you can see him a little better. And yeah, it's really which one you like more. I am really favoring the retro one. I like the brighter red, and I really like the silver mask. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of people that really like this guy because he stays true to the original, and that's all well and good as well. I think in my, what do I want to call it? My head canon, I'm going to say this is the more day-to-day Crimson Guard look, and this is probably more of the ceremonial look, is how I'm going to play it in my own head canon, so that way I can put them both on the shelves. But yeah, there's a quick comparison of the two. Which one do you guys like? Do you like the brighter red? Do you like the more crimson, to staying true to the name? Do you like the silver more, or do you like the blackface mask more? I am interested in hearing what you guys think, because I think they're both great figures, and this is a great way to get the most out of this mold. Like I said when I reviewed the original Crimson Guard, this is there's a lot of new parts to this guy, so Hasbro is going to reuse this mold as much as possible. Calling it here first, you heard it here first, folks. Whew, say that 3 times fast. We will get a Shadow Crimson Guard, and we will probably get a Crimson Guard Commander with a gold logo and a gold face mask. I'm just trying to think all the hits they played during, Valor versus Venom, direct to consumer, and then Modern Era. I'm just trying to think of all the hits they tend to play. We'll probably get the ones that are done in blue with the red mask. I mean, they're going to use this mold like they did the Bat. You spend that much on tooling, you've got to make the most of the mold. So, with that said, if you made it this far, I appreciate it. Always glad to bring you guys videos. Stay tuned to my Python Patrol Officer video. It's going to be coming up later this week. Again, if you like the video, hit that like button, hit the bell button down below, and I look forward to talking to you soon. See you later.